of this offense early. And listen, we've seen in recent years transfer quarterbacks have success right away. Think about Will Howard winning a national championship at Ohio State, Dylan Gabriel over at Oregon, Cam Ward at Miami. This guy has a really good grasp of the offense, picked it up in the offseason, and I know they're really excited to see what he can do on the field today.
And these transfer quarterbacks are so wanted because they already have the experience. You know exactly what they can do. You're not guessing. So his experience translates, and they're counting on it. They love him. That's why they went and got him, and that's why he's starting right now.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Jones wants to throw it. They're working that left side. Corralled and brought down by the defense. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Oh, he's got some space. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
And the Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Let's it fly. It's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
The pitch to the left. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Volunteers! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
Now, coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did. And they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He goes out of bounds at the 7-yard line and leaves the offense in a big hole. So Florida State's offense taking the field for a chance we have to see them today. It's not always easy to know what you're going to get when you come into a new situation as a transfer, but one thing, David, that will translate for this guy, when there's a hole, he knows how to hit it.
Yeah, and how nice is it to have a guy, man, you know exactly what he is, who he is. He's been around your program. He knows the lessons you want him to teach. He's the guy you want him to be. And now he gets to step in as a senior with all that experience and lead this squad.
Yeah, and David, he's worked so hard for this moment too, right? This guy put his heart and soul in.
There he goes. There's plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. The Seminoles will hustle to the line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play call. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. They lose in the semis last year. Any potential for a hangover this season?
I don't think so, and I think they obviously didn't finish last season.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Rush is on him, and the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Well, you can see why this team thinks this kid has a real bright future. It's amazing. He's only a true freshman. He's not built like one, though, and you saw it on that last play. Trust me, that is the first of many sacks in this kid's collegiate career.
And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He might want another play. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Toss sweep to the right. Slithers into space. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Jones to throw. It's complete to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And the Volunteers are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, and if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Breaks into the open. He now has 74 yards for them on the ground already in this first quarter. He looks as if he's ready to put up numbers. The Vols pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Offenses should focus on their guys and making sure so-and-so guys get so-and-so touches. And, you know, listen, they're featuring this guy. They're going to throw to him. He's going to be the primary target a lot of times. I can't be reckless, but I definitely have to find my way to get that guy the ball.
The Volunteers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Will be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
And how about this offense deciding to run the football, be physical, find a hole, get downhill, Palmer, and get the first down?
Yeah, it helps too when you've got a running back like this guy.
Scores on the sneak.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be forced out of bounds at his 21-yard line. Not the best field position you could ask for, but they'll get it started there. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Back to pass, it's Ashmore. Pocket breaking down. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
We're still early in this ball game, but this QB has been hit several times already, been sacked. This is one of those games that the ice bath is going to be your friend afterwards. We're just getting started. It's still in the first quarter, for goodness sakes.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's got him this time. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He'll keep it on the sneak. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. The Seminoles send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Now on the return. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Oh, better look out! They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Direct snap. Finding an escape route. Turning it on! Past the 20. Touchdown ball! He got loose and it was lights out after that. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quick.
From the gun. Give on the inside. Oh, what a move to get room. Turning on the Jets. He's at the and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Florida State.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get to the end zone. Nice run.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Nebraska rolled to a victory, and after putting up this kind of win, there has to be some Heisman buzz around a program that's produced winners of the award from Johnny Rodgers to Mike Rozier to Eric Crouch. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Caught over the middle. It's Hale. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
They'll run the toss. Oh, he's got some space. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. Jones wants to throw it. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on second and goal from the 5. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's third and goal. They'll send the back in motion. He'll ride his man on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And man, what an interesting call. 4th and medium, and the offense says, run. They don't want to pass the football. They run the option. They get it to the pitch man. He catches it, but this defense does a really good job. You can tell they know where the sticks are, and they get the big turnover on downs.
Caught in the backfield, it's Marsh. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Look at it this way. The field position is awful, but opportunity to pile up a lot of stats because there are a lot of yards in front of them. He needed that extra space as he bangs his way to the 14. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Just a short pass to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Looking to throw, it's Ashmore. He'll take the deep shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. I won't surprise.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27. And the Seminoles will call on their punt team.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
So here is the Tennessee offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum to the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If he has to be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second.
They'll go to the air on second and short. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep throws.
The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer. But you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Jones to throw. Makes the grab on the left. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And the ball's with the 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. To the air on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Volunteers heading quickly to the line. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Going for it all. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. On 4th down, going to the air. Unloads it downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, many thanks. Happy to provide a break in the action to kind of pour over exactly what has transpired so far.
Takes it inside the 25. Chance for great field position. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive, just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
In the 2nd half, trailing the way they are, they know they're going to have to be able to throw the football to get back into it, but you can't accomplish that if you can't keep your quarterback standing upright. Give the defense tons of credit getting that sack on 3rd down.
Complete to the right. And finally, a little production in the passing game. That has been sorely lacking in this one.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some.
It's a running room. The 10. Touchdown, no. We're done. They're not. They're back, baby. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that. Later. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with an explosive in the running game, a 59-yard touchdown run. And he's going to bring this one out. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. The offense changing the play. They'll try to get outside. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
Man, we you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Jones wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
On 4th down, looking to pass. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Great place to start for this offense. They're looking for an advantage to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The ball at the 12 after that completion.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And from this angle, I don't think he got the first down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Right down the boulevard. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had zero problem putting up points, not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Golden finds his man on the left.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
2nd down coming up. Jones to throw. Picked off. What a way to set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking to throw on 1st down. Bringing the heat. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Escapes trouble. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
He will not get there. A stop on 3rd down leaves him with a 4th down from the 18-yard line. Here comes the field goal unit. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That brings him to within 1. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped up to 17. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. trying to turn the corner on the left. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Floats it out in space. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around. But this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
Making side adjustments here. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. He fires to the left side. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. There he goes. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the...
And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Tennessee.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Leaves it with the running back. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Noles now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Looking for a man. It's Ashmore. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got an open man. Just plowing ahead. Inside the 20-yard line, pushed down into the 18, and they're in business. And the Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Defense showing blitz here. Looking to fire. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And I've been there, fellas. This is no fun if you're a quarterback. All game long, you've got guys in your lap. You've got guys chasing you all the way across the field. You just never feel like you can get in a rhythm because this pass rush is in your face all day.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And I think I understand the thought process of the offense here. You cut into the lead. Now a touchdown wins it. I might have stayed a little bit more aggressive, but they obviously trust their defense, and they're trying to get the football back to this offense and try to make plays late in the fourth quarter.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So here is the Tennessee offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake will get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. A run for the quarterback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. So you really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got his man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. Using his feet. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs. So it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. Moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Makes a grab past the marker. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Marked it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Jones wants to throw it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the 1st down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off.
Breaks into the open. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Vols are moving quickly down the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Makes the grab. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He's looking to pass. Got him downfield. Chopped out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. The Volunteers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here. Make a...
Touchdown, Volunteers! And they
aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There were a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Hardy. And the returner will be brought down. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
He hits that hole. It opened up for him as he gets 6 and all the way out to the 9-yard line. To throw, it's Ashmore. Finds his big tight end. At the 35, he's got room. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Seminoles moving quickly to the line.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
The Noles have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Harris. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. But you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Just keep slinging it. He makes a catch. Touchdown Seminoles! And the comeback is on.
And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive. He's productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitzed, it's going to be into a...
Turning it on! He has the first and still on his feet. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds. And the Vols, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Motion from the back. Jones to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Looking for more room. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Florida State.
How about that play by this defense? The offense trying to salt the game away with the lead. Defense makes the biggest play in the ball game, getting the pick, finding the end zone, and taking the lead late in this ball game.
They'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it in the end zone. You had to go for two there, and they make it pay off. They're up by 3. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to try to return this one. And he's out of bounds at the 24, a yard short of where he would have wound up with the touchback. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the snap, it's carry on. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Thinking about using a timeout right here after that run play. And listen, I get you're trying to keep the defense off guard, but you're losing this game. You've got to throw the football. Now is the time. You've got to be aggressive, trailing in this 2-minute situation.
It's complete on the right side. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together.
The bad news, he didn't get the first down there. The good news, though, he got out of bounds, stopped the clock. They still have one timeout, so there's a lot of time still in this 2-minute situation to march down the field and get a score.
Jones wants to throw it. Grab near the marker. It's Lewis. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
Looking to throw on first down. Takes the easy completion. At the 45 on his way. And he's chased out of bounds, but not before he gets the first down. Stops the clock and has them on the move trying to get the late score. And the Volunteers come to the line with a new set of downs. Lost to throw on first down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Got his man to the left. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds. And now the offense trying to score one late.
What a great job outside working that route. Not only did he get to the sticks to make sure he got the first down, but also was able to get himself out of bounds to stop the clock. You could not do that any better in a 2-minute situation.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Might be changing the route. Jones to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got it on the run. And he wisely gets out of bounds. The clock can be the enemy right now. This offense needs to get some points. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a fourth quarter lead. A first down run on the doorstep. Touchdown ball! They move on top here in the fourth.
And what a job by the offense, coming up with a huge play when they absolutely had to have it the most. There are virtually seconds left on the clock right now. Big-time players making big plays in big games to close this thing out.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. To the air on first down. He'll pull it down and run. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And a great way for this defense to finish off this game as time has expired. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but